Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexsandracher Cherepanova and I'm your favorite artist. You know me. And this here on this YouTube channel, I am almost talking about my artwork and about philosophic meaning and about making, show how I make simple acrylic. Sorry about this, I cannot, nothing to do with this. So it's happened like in Live, and because it's a more easy and more short way. So if you haven't got ether palette and everything, don't worry about this. Not necessarily buy everything today. You starting, you make more and more artwork, and then you or that one. It's not big deal. And first, actually, for beginner, you need just this one. So just sketchbook, eraser, and pencil, and that's all. But if you done with this, and not done, of course, if you make lots of sketches and know how to do this, and your next step is work with paint, of course. Of course, you can try with watercolor and with oil, whatever you want, but today I'm showing you how to use acrylic. So in first, no matter what you're doing, in first we're making composition. So what is it? Actually, it's big science. It is big science about how exactly subjects in your list. Where is they? So it can be still life. It can be landscape. It can be no matter what. But if you have lots of subjects, you should understand where is exactly there. And no matter, you can draw, painting or making photograph. Composition, it's the most important thing for all visual art, like this. And I'm show you 3 simple rules how make successful composition. And I'm show you. So, we're making, I'm making like blank piece of paper, and it's the first rules. It's upside down for you. I can return later if you need. So first rule is about no subjects on center. So what I mean, if I make an Ossex symmetry like this or like that, I'm imaginary on this. No subjects can be here. Why? Because if you make like this, human can see only the subjects and forget about all other subjects here. It's a simple secret, really helpful. You can move it just little here, just little there, whatever, but not on center. Okay? Next. Next rule is also simple. Number 2. We imaginary on this, and no one subjects on angle. Why? Because if you make small subjects here, human eye don't see this. Because human eye almost see what's happened here. So it's like harmonic. No one on center and no one here on angle. It's not means you cannot some subjects go like this one. No, it's possible. I mean not exactly here. It can be like this one too sometimes. It's okay. And rule is number 3. It's simple too. It's rule is about forming. No one subject is here, here, or here, or here. You guess why? It's the same thing like here too. And also, if you decide to make a format for your artwork, it's don't work like this. So because part of your paper you should use for this format. So 3 simple rules. It's okay. I think you got this. So now I'm starting. I find I think photo. How I find photo? How exactly I do this? I'm just use. I'm just use Google Photograph for this, and that's all. One moment. I take my phone. Because I'm a professional artist, for me it's not big deal. Take any photo and repeat this. Every professional artist can do this. If you know how to make realistic drawing, you know everything actually. So I don't know, maybe today I'll show you how making landscape. Landscape, yes, was 3. I'm trying to find something simple for you, and we're trying to make this. Actually, nature is always interesting. I'm really enjoy to making landscape. I'm not a realistic painter, you know, but if I decide to make something realistic, it's always landscape. Almost. Sometimes it's woman, but almost this landscape. So I guess we can make something like this. I don't know who makes this photo, but I don't use it in commercial way. So, you know. And of course, I use acrylic painting and everything. Before I'm starting work with acrylic painting, I'm making some sketch. Very important, almost if you're beginner, very important making sketch first. And good for you making a lot of sketch. So how exactly I'm do this? And first I'm just watching where is exactly going skyline. It's a super important thing because you know here photographer use golden rates and it should be here. You know it's like 1, 2, 3 more harmonic part, different secret in composition, and also he used same thing what I talking you before. It's a tree looks like it's on center, but it's not true. It's just little here, and it's changed everything. Actually, my paper don't supposed to be for acrylic, but for sketches it's okay. So I mean it's enough to show you how it's going. So I'm making sketch like this one, and it's not enough. I'm just starting. I'm not finished, I'm just starting. Then I'm making it again, and lots of time make it again and again. Only when I understand everything fine, I stopped. I don't make one subject long time. I'm going on different subjects. Because if I make one subject long time, I tired from this. And my artwork going on harmonic way. Because very important move all landscape together. It's not exactly only about landscape, it can be about everything. It can be about still life, about human, and about whatever you drove, you know. So then we start and use acrylic for this one. Actually, on this photograph, sky and everything going in not realistic way, you know. It's also it's like he make it with Photoshop strongly. So in real life, sky is not so blue. He make all this very colorful. In real life, everything not so colorful, and we just make this. We just mixing it with different color, and it starts being more realistic. So what I mean is, every color is mixed. No one color is primary. It's very important to understand. It's what I do. So we're making skies blue, but it's not exactly blue. Later we put here some color too. We can mix color on palette or make it level by level right here. No matter what you choose, it's how good for you. It's your decision. From top, sky is always more colorful if compared from below. With every landscape is sky. And it's happened like a slowly gradient, you know. I make it like this one because here lots of hole between layers. Sorry about this if you hear this, but what can I do? Then make it more lighter. So I'm just put more and more white color here and continue. It's not big deal. It's absolutely easy for everybody. Everybody can do this. It's a slowly process. Don't worry if you're making it slowly. You can watch it again and again. It's your choice. I put more white and mixing again and continue. And I'm always going on top and then from below. I'm mixing it again, like here. So I don't start only on blank paper. No, you can see this. And now I can just take white because white is always mixing with blue what I have on my brush, and it's enough now. And you see it's enough. Also, I little fix this. So you know, acrylic it's very simple way in painting because you can fix everything. So if I don't like this artwork, I can cover this all a new level and then remake and make here absolutely different artwork. You know, I decide making here more blue because I see how it's going in my photograph and also here. It's okay if you almost cover all this because next level you cover with green. So next step, you guess what? Next step, it's grass. So very important, remember this rules. Every landscape starting from background and then more and more near you. And also it's always every artwork starting with big subjects and then go in more and more smaller subjects. It's a more easy and harmonic way, whatever we have. So now I am starting mixing green colors. Maybe I am show you how to do this. Maybe not, I don't sure. You don't ask me. Just a joke. So I'm use green, ochre, and I think maybe little yellow. I mix it here. You know what? Yellow is color like this. You can put just little green and lots of yellow, and you have green after this. I think you know this. Yellow too is very important color in nature. Actually, sometimes I think about maybe all landscape is always fighting between blue and yellow because it looks like this. So next step, I use little ochre because without this it's too green and it looks too colorful. Maybe you want to make colorful, it's okay if you want, but if you want a realistic way, it's not for you. Don't try to make everything same, because in real life it's not the same. Actually, in nature, nothing repeated. Nature is always different. And it's good. Let's make this harmonic. So after this, very important step. Actually, it's super easy, but lots of people forget about this. Take more smaller brush. Don't continue with this one. It's super easy, but super important step. So, about brushes. What brushes you need for acrylic? It's a synthetic brushes like this one. It's not necessary, but it's much better. It also subjects far from you, much better making just little with blue. And you know how it works. I forget how this bushes exactly. It's okay. No big deal. So we're making bushes far from us. And then we're also making light part of this. It's not necessary repeat everything how you see. Make how it's possible for you. Because how it's possible for you in first. And then when you start to be more professional, you can make it like you want. Not like it's happened by accident, like exactly like you want to make. It's a big deal and big difference. You know. You see how I make grass. It's very important. Maybe I show you more for you. It's not one colors, it's mixing. It's always mixing. Also, just little like make green on the sky, because in this sky is lots of green. It's like about what I told you. All colors is mixing. No one colors is primary. So next we're doing detail. And you know, like children in kindergarten always make it brown. Sometimes it's really brown, but most popular color for tree is dark gray or black. Here it's black. Actually, it's really bad if you make it black in painting if you haven't got these colors. And almost if you have black, use it just little. Why? Because if you make a lot of, it can be can make Judy on all your picture. Very careful with black color. Now we're watching exactly on photo how it's going. I think like this is good. Also, watching how I make this. I take brush exactly on this metal place and use only this part of brush. I make it if I want to make little. No. This brush not for this actually, but it's okay. It's worked. For good for you if you take more smaller brush if you do this. I think I want remake here just little, and you know, with acrylic I can. When it's wet, you can mix this. After this, when it's starting to dry, you cannot, of course. But you can cover acrylic with new color if you want, if you need this. So, next part, I love this part more strongly. I hope you too start to love this making levers. So levers have a few parts. Light parts, middle, and dark part. And they little mixing. You know, I enjoy this process. It's good. I'm not making it like a house way. I'm continuing repeat this form. So it's not just accident, no. I make everything how I make. Then, you guess what? Continue with the middle part. And of course, with dark part, we can make just little with blue and continue with more dark places. For dark part, never use black color. Only if it's happened at night, you can use this. So, in general, it's like this. Fix here just little. Then when you're done with this, make same thing like me. You have some white spots, so you know what should to do with this. Just a little fix this. So I don't know what about you, but I really like landscape. I really enjoy this. It's interesting more interesting part of painting. So, and here, lots of blue flowers. I think with more lighter. Actually, it's so good with few type of blue too, because you know it can be just little with shadow and just little with light. Okay. So it's done. We continue this easy sketch just 20 minutes. No, not 20, 30. But it's good and it's done. So if you want to make this on canvas, it's good for you, and it's looks better, and also it's easy to format this. But on paper it's too not big deal. You can use this on paper too. It's absolutely your choice. And if you like this video, push finger, push big finger, biggest finger, you know, and of course subscribe and comment, whatever. So I hope you enjoy this, and see you next time. Bye.